That fire caused extensive damage to the house where it happened, and conditions were very difficult and dangerous at the time. Perhaps what makes the efforts of these first responders even more remarkable is that they are volunteers. This was the harrowing scene the morning of November 4th. Fire and thick smoke consumed a house on East Raymond Avenue in Roosevelt. An 82-year-old woman was trapped inside a back room as flames poured in from the door. Two volunteer firefighters, Chief Anthony Satira and Lieutenant Joe Brown, jumped into action. Brown, who volunteers with Baldwin Fire Service, heard the call to go out. The local fire department needed backup. He was working his job as a sanitation supervisor in the area. Sotira, a Freeport firefighter, had just gotten home from work.
Heavy smoke condition, heat, but we got to do what we got to do to get around.
The heat could be felt from outside the window. Sotira still climbed in more than once to try to get the woman out, as Brown guided him from the outside. When that didn't work,
We used a sledgehammer. Yeah. So we reached probably a 2 foot by 3 foot hole, and she was right on the other side of the wall.
They were able to get her out, but she was in respiratory distress and was rushed to the hospital, where she died 3 days later. Now, their efforts to get her to safety despite the obstacles and dangers are being recognized by the Nassau County Legislature.
Risking your own lives, as our volunteers do every single day, to protect the lives of perfect strangers.
In the fire's aftermath, some in the community expressed concerns about the response time, indicating a need to have paid fire staff as a way to improve it. But officials say responding crews did everything that could be done and more.
That situation I can't speak on because obviously we're from Freeport. These guys were there. The fires burn at the same temperature, whether it's a career department or volunteer. So, and the training, the level of training, the dedication and the commitment of the volunteers in Nassau County is second to none.
Heroic. And he follows the footsteps of his brother, who's a chief. His father's been a chief in the village of Freeport for 30 years.
Fire officials say, though they wish the rescued woman would have survived that fire, they no doubt believe that the actions of these first responders prevented that fire from being much worse and claiming more lives. In Nassau County, Amy Yancey, Pix 11 News.